Hello everybody, welcome to Illustrator Jones once again. Bit of a different one this time. I've bought some pens, alcohol markers, white pens, and what else have I bought? Oh, and fineliners. Here are the markers, the alcohol markers, all from TikTok. For 40 of these, I think for about a tenner. You know, and these fineliners, I don't know, they're £2 or £3 for all of them. And the paint and the white ones are not so bad either. You know, they're only a few quid each. So I thought if I can have a go at these, see what they're like, and then I can let you know. So the whole thing is going to be drawn with those pens today. Because of the kids, it's expensive, isn't it? You know, these other pens are really expensive. So I thought I'll buy some off TikTok cheap and see how I get on. And I got to admit, I was pleasantly surprised. Here's the scribble sketch. It's a big circle, well, a big egg shape. I don't know what I was going to do with it. And this kind of giant monster came out of it. It wasn't Godzilla or anything like that. It was my own version of a monster. But I quite enjoyed this one. This was good fun, this. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so these pens, I'm hoping, you know, you're going to like these. And then, for 40 pens for £10. And a box of fineliners, I think they're about £6 for a box of 12 pens. And I think it wasn't, and it was the same for, I think, a box of 10 white, you know, like Copic markers, but they're not Copic. Not Copic, sorry. I forgot what they're called now. The ones I normally use. But yeah, the white markers. There we go. I just thought I'd try and find something, and instead of saying to you, "Oh, go and get them," and then not bother trying them myself, you know, that's no good to anybody, is it? You don't know what you're buying. So I thought I'll get a load, get them all delivered, and then I'll draw a picture and let you know. And it won't break the bank then, will it? You know. Anyway, here's the creature coming out of my pencil. It's a weird one. It's you know, it's the same bug-eyed normal kind of thing with big teeth, but you'll see where it goes in a minute. It's got a little story. It's a kind of a story the way it's been done, the way it's done. Anyway, how is everybody? I hope you're all well and enjoying your drawing. You know, and it's cheering you up a bit. So we've just come back off holiday last week. We went to North Wales. Had some cracking weather. Oh, North Wales, we've never been up there before. In the 27 years we've been married, Rebecca and I, we've never gone to North Wales. Oh, it was stunning. Oh, I don't think we'll be going down to Devon again, I'm afraid. No. Snowdonia. We saw Snowdon. We went through the mountains. Oh, wow, what a place, guys. What a place. 2.5 hours up the road. Mad, innit, eh? Anyway, this big monster is attacking this city, as they do in a lot of my drawings. Don't know what it says about this up here. Anyway, and I thought I'd, draw like the National Guard in the city, trying to fight it off, battle it off kind of thing. So I drew this little soldier kind of guy in his, what did they call them in the Second World War? ACAC guns, were they? Anti-aircraft guns. ACAC guns. Yeah. And lots of things change in this. I do lots of things in pencil, and then later on, just change it all. To all these bullets kind of thing, these shells. They disappear later on. But yeah, so. Oh dear. It was a wonderful holiday. It was lovely. The weather was gorgeous. It was warm. My mum and dad came. I'm joking. I gotta say I'm joking now, because I think he's been watching on the sly my videos. That doesn't bode well, I tell you.
Oi, yo, Hey, you sitting on the couch over there, dunking your donuts and your coffee. Listen here, you lot, it's alright you sitting here, watching these videos and enjoying them. He's crying in the corner because nobody's subscribed. Well, he's got 179 subscribers. Don't know what he's moaning about, honestly. But yeah, would you put your finger on the button that says subscribe, please? And put your finger on the button that says like. I've got to put up with him when he just gets all miserable and cryy in a corner of the room. It's embarrassing, it really is. He's such a wuss. So yeah, come on, subscribe, leave a like, and you can even join him on Patreon. He's only got one Patreon, and that's his daughter. It's embarrassing, it really is embarrassing. So do your thing, people. Bye everybody, see you next time.
Oh, we're back. Did he do a nice thing for me then? Did he ask you to subscribe? Because I can see it on the screen, but I can't hear him. Can't hear a word he says. I hope it was. And I hope it was not saying don't subscribe. Knowing him, it would be. Anyway, so as you can tell, I'm having a lot of fun drawing these little dudes fighting against this giant monster. I tell you what I bought. Oh, 4-disc set of the Hensei Gamera movies on Blu-ray. Oh, what fantastic movies they are. They were done in the late 1990s to the 2000s. Oh, they're fantastic, and they look gorgeous on Blu-ray. It really is nice. So there's this giant big Gamera. That's what's influenced it. Always comes down to a movie. Aye, come and warm yourself by this roaring candle. It's the Goon Show. You should have watched the Goons. Oh dear, it's worrying me now. Knowing that my dad's watching this. Gotta be careful what I say about him now. I hope he doesn't watch the old ones. Anyway. Yeah, it was their anniversary at the beginning of this month, and I completely forgot. Oh, dear me. Not that they moaned. Not that they moaned at all. But yeah, I don't know. 56 years they've been married. 56 years. I think we're doing well at 27. Aye, looking marvellous. Yeah, so I'm drawing some different characters in it this time. It's. I was gonna do this dude here that I'm drawing now as Seamus Gumshoe, but I thought no, I'll do him as an army officer of the National Guard. Because if you notice in all the old monster movies, well, they did it in the old 1997 Godzilla with Matthew Broderick. That was great. That was a cracking film. That. They got the National Guard out there to fight against him because he was very, very naughty in that movie. He wrecked the Chrysler building. Anyway, yeah, so I thought I'll do the National Guard instead. It'll be funnier. Because I did some of these kind of guys in the first book of Seamus Gumshoe stories. Oh, by the way, the second one's out. Somebody wrote to me and said it's okay and it looks great, looks fine, so... Not that I've heard anything from... I'm going to have to get in touch with them again. Now, listen, there's a wibbly-wobbly bit on the screen, if you've noticed. It looks like my desk's been made out of jelly. And it seems to be if I do it on widescreen, on full, on the phone. If I do it in 16.9, I don't think it's a problem. I even thought it might have been the bulbs, so I changed the bulbs in my lighting. I thought it might be the fluorescence or something. If anybody knows what that is on the screen, what's causing that wibbly wobbly on my phone camera it is, please let me know in the comments below. Because I can't. I think I figured it out. I think it's when it's on full, but I'm not sure. I am not sure. So yeah. So here we go. Look, he's shouting now, and I was going to have him shout out, "More ammo! More ammo!" You know. Or in America, it would be American, wouldn't he? More ammo! Get some more ammo! I thought somebody was behind me then. Creepy, creepy. Nobody behind me. I sometimes turn around here, you see, and it's like, it's very quiet, and the dogs are outside, you see, and then I turn around and they're here, lying on the couch, snoring. Well, my one is. We're looking after another one at the moment, and he was sitting on the couch, you know, like this. Bucky, the little spaniel, he's lovely. He's got a tendency to jump over the wall though and run across the road. Well, he doesn't run across the road actually, he stays on the curb, on the path. Anyway, yeah, so here he is, he's shouting more ammo, and there's monsters causing havoc. And I just thought it was a funny scenario, and I quite like drawing these soldier guys, so I might be doing more of them. I quite like them. I think they may, you know, I'd have like a funny troop name or something like that, you know. But ooh, oh, now this is I thought now about how to introduce Seamus Gumshoe, and I was going to put him in a helicopter. So I'm testing my ability to draw a helicopter from memory. And it's a bit like the one from, do you remember Magnum? You know, but that wonderful theme tune to Magnum, the one with Tom Selleck in from the 80s. You remember that? I used to love that theme tune. Anyway, it was something like that. But then I realised these guys are down the bottom here, and they're looking up. Well, the angle I did the first ones to is wrong because it's looking down into the cabin. So it needs to be tilted that way so that you can see, as if you're looking up at it. So there you go. That's why I drew the second one. I quite like the first one. I didn't rub it out because I might ink that up and use it somewhere. But yeah. So, oh, there we go. And this is where, in my imagination, you see, Seamus wants to do it the humane way. The Home Guard just want to shoot and blast. That's what they do, isn't it? You know, get rid of it quickly, you know. But no, he's coming in. He wants to do it humanely with an injection. But the monster doesn't like needles. I thought that was really funny. A monster that doesn't like needles. Anyway, that's where it was going as a little story. So inking up now. Already inking up. Yeah. I've noticed some people who do these kind of, you know, art videos. That they do it in little sections. They don't speed them up. They kind of break them up into little bits and pieces. I don't know if that was. Is that a better way of doing it? It kind of. I don't know. Well, tell me what you think. Tell me if you prefer it sped up like this, or is it better to chop it up, you know, and miss little bits and move you through the drawing that way. I don't know. But there's some fine illustrators on YouTube. Or I tell you, I'm embarrassed of my work, my ability. Really am. But anyway, we have 79 subscribers. Oh, I did moan last video, didn't I? I went on and on and on. I watched it back, it was like, oh, Chris, people are going to be turning off because all you did is moan. Flipping heck. Yeah, so 79 subscribers, some new ones have come in, so she's really smashing it. It really is good. And you know, they like the drawing, they let me know. Let me know with your comments, everybody. You know, and send in your drawings so I can put them up on the screen next video. I've had 2 people do that, so I don't know if that's something you would like to do. Show us your drawing. Don't be embarrassed at all. If you know think, oh, because look at the rubbish I'm putting on the screen. Oh dear, I'm a little bit embarrassed, but don't be. No, it's good fun. It doesn't matter. You just draw to your own abilities and style, and you stick to it. There are some people, and there always will be people that are so much, you know, more talented. Always is. You know, I look at mine and look at other people's and go, oh, but don't let it get you down. Just keep going. But yeah, these are the. Oh, I've got to tell you, these are the liners I bought from TikTok. The pen liners. So, They are brilliant. I'm horrified to say, I expected them to be utter garbage. I did. I thought, these are going to be terrible. These are going to be no good at all. They are very, very good. I can't say how long they're going to last. I don't know. But to start with, they were great. They're waterproof, and they're about, I think, about £6 for 12 pens, all different sizes, not just one size, all sorts, from I think 0.8, which is quite thick, all the way down to 0.5, I think, or 0.3, something like that. Absolute bargain from TikTok. Wonderful. Oh, you saw at the beginning of the video what they're called. If you freeze the screen, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put a picture of them on the end of the video so you can have a look. Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? You can see what I bought then. But they're really good. I'm using my my brush pen now, which I normally do anyway. But for fine liners, the ink is great. It really is good. So because it comes from China, well, most things do come from China anyway, but yeah, it's not rubbish. I'm shocked to say. Anyway, that's enough of that. But yeah, so this big creature hurtling his way through the city, and I've drawn these little sandbags now. Because basically I didn't want to draw any more people. I think that's what it was. But yeah, a bit of protection around the, where they're based, kind of thing, and firing their cannons at the giant monster. Don't know what the monster's called. Haven't got a clue. But he's a multi-eyed, spotted, nasty piece of work. Yes, he is. You've seen him before in my other videos. It was inevitable that it was going to come out. Here we go, there's those pens again. Really, really good. Yeah, so kids, alcohol mark fine liners from TikTok. I think you can buy them on AliExpress. There's another one. Not sure if they're the same ones. What's the other one? Temu as well. I'm not sure how much they are there, but I just thought to myself, try and buy something, and if it's any good, let you know. Because they're cheap, because kids can't afford, these expensive pens you buy. I say that the ones I normally buy, the Umi pens from Range, are about £12, I think, for 12 pens, which is just £1 a pen, isn't it? Really. Here we go. Here's the helicopter. Look, I'm going to ink up the helicopter with one of these pens. So yeah, it's great. And if you buy I'm not sure if it's on TikTok. I know on AliExpress, if you spend over £8, you get free postage. Not entirely sure what it is on TikTok. But yeah, just wanted to see if I can get something, and use it, and then let you know if it's any good. Because quite frankly, I thought these were going to be terrible. So a little helicopter now, all being inked up. Now I was trying to think, how am I going to do the propellers? Paint, white pens, I don't know. Acrylic pens, I've no idea. I did it on the computer actually. I think I'll show you that. I'm almost certain I have. So yeah, put all the detail in now, his little helicopter. And yeah, I was quite happy with that. Yeah, great, those little pens, I tell you. Fantastic. Yeah, and I wouldn't tell you if they weren't. I wouldn't say to you, oh, go and buy it. I'd tell you, no, don't bother. I really would. I've got no time for things that are, if it's rubbish and they're asking for money for it, nah. Right, we're going to the computer now. Here we go, we're scanning it in. And there it is, the big monster, and then we scan in the helicopter. Cut him out. Because he's going to go... I'm going to do it separately. I'm going to do the helicopter and colour him in as a separate thing, and then put him in when he's all coloured and finished into the drawing. I could have put him in black and white and slapped him in there, but I kind of like the poster. I kind of like the picture without him in at first, so it gives me the option to have either one. There we go. His little rotor, his tail rotor, and his other rotors. Now, if you're wondering why he's sitting on top of the other drawing, it's another layer. I've cut him out. Here we go. So change all the contrast and the brightness. Just cleaning up little bits and pieces. You could go mad with this, you know, just obvious mistakes and, you know, pen lines going over each other. Just tidy those up a little bit. I was really funny, isn't it? I don't normally like my work. I normally just like, oh no, it's all right. I'll probably look back at it later on and go, oh, it's terrible. But I liked it now. I quite like it now. There we go. So you're going to move him over now. There you go. So what I've done is I put a black line around the helicopter just to make it a bit thicker, so that he shows off the screen a bit more. And yeah. Well, you know, he comes away from the background a bit more. Oh, colouring in now. So what you don't see. Oh, these are the pens called Touch Cocoa, I think. Again from TikTok. You can buy 40 pens for 10 quid. I'm not sure. You'd have to find out what the delivery is, if there is any on that. I don't know. But I'm shocked to say I use them, and they're brilliant. They're really, really good. I don't know what the lifespan is of one of these pens. I don't know. You know, but I used these on this drawing, and they were brilliant. The nibs, the only thing is the nibs are a little bit, I don't know, they're not as good high quality as the Copic ones. But nonetheless, they worked very, very well. So go and get yourself a packet of those. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, for the money, you know, they came out really, really good. They don't stink either. They don't stink of alcohol. They don't smell very strong. What do you think it does smell? I don't know what it is. The bag that they come in, it smells like it's been through a fire. It's gone now. The smell of it's gone. I don't know what it is, but it bombed when it came. It's a bit whiffy, I tell you. Yeah. But I can't fault them. Like every single thing I've used, I can't fault. It's really odd. So yeah. Who's getting his fineliners from TikTok next time? I've got loads of Copic pens, you see, and I paid nearly £700 for those. They're about £200, £200 and odd a box. You can refill them, and the inks aren't hugely expensive. But if you're on a tight budget, that was when I was flush. If you're on a tight budget and you're kids and you haven't got, you know, you've got your pocket money and it's, I don't know how much you get a week now. You know, you could afford a good 40 pens, couldn't you? So, you know, the prices are quite good and reasonable. They do take about just maybe over 2 weeks to come, to arrive, because they're all away from China. But it's well worth the wait, I can tell you. I was very, very impressed. And I would not tell you otherwise if it wasn't. Yeah, so, you know, thoroughly enjoyed these. Yeah, they're great. You can see the big bag there, look. That's it. The quality of the plastic that they use for, you know, the pen itself isn't anywhere near the quality of Copic pens or anything. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, so I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. Anyway, putting all the shading on the monster first this time. well, some of the shading. I did do more later on. Because what it is, I'm trying to find out what these colours are like. That's why I'm marking them all out on a piece of paper and putting the number underneath, so I know what's what. And the blues, you know, alright, what am I going to use for shading? Which blue? You know, so, and which one for skin colour and all that kind of thing. Yeah, so, but, they yeah, as you can see, they work out alright. Shocked. But yeah. Well, anybody can get a packet of those, can't they? From TikTok or Temu or I don't know about other makes. I think there are different makes, but these ones, yeah, Touch Cocoa, I think they're called. I'll put a little picture. I'll put a link in the description. That's what I'll do. To you know, the items for you to see. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm using a darker blue now, so I'm just slowly working my way, finding out which ones I can use for which purpose, you know. Because yeah, really like them. Oh, I've been watching Gamera movies. Oh, just love them, absolutely love them. I like the old ones too. I'm tempted to buy the old series as well, but they're quite expensive. Yeah, it's not a mistake, but it was. I didn't think of it. I made him orange, and then the sandbags were orange in the front. So I have to remedy that later on the computer. So I'll show you how I did that later. Because it is clashing a little bit. Although the blue now is, I've shaded it darker, so it is popping off. But his foot's a little bit similar. Oh, a crook in the throat. I got a crooky throat. God, they're pollen out at the moment. I woke up the other morning. You know, I don't suffer that badly with hay fever. Anyway, I woke up the other morning. It was fine. 2 minutes later, sneeze. Okay. You sneeze, don't you? Half an hour of sneezing. Honestly, my head was out here. I had to go and take hay fever tablets. My eyes were like, oh dear. It's like I had a herd of bees in my eyes, dropping pollen everywhere. Terrible. Oh, that's another thing about these alcohol markers. They cover each other beautifully. It's not like, you know, sometimes with a felt pen, it's hard to get one to cover the other one. No, these work beautifully. They work. Yeah, they really do work well. So, yeah. So if we can draw something like this, you know, and you think, oh, I'll give that a go. Nice blue sky. I was really impressed with that blue. I like that. Oh, I'm using the white acrylic pen now. Is this any good, you're asking? Chris, does this work? It does. It's not quite like the Posca pen. It's a little bit, you need to go over it a little bit more slightly. Only very slightly though, but the nib is nice. It's nice and pointed. You can get a lot of detail with it. And again, I think they're about £6 for 10 pens or something like that, you know, on TikTok. It's very good. What can I say? 10 out of, you know, considering that they're not any known make or anything, you know, and considering the prices everybody's charging you for one pen or whatever, it's a good substitute. It really is. Yeah. So I got a box of 10 of these, you know, that should last a while. That's the only thing. I don't know how long they'll last. They could, you know, they could last one drawing and finish, you know, you don't know, do you? But I'll let you know on the next one. I'll use them all again on the next video, and I'll keep you informed. This is Chris Jones for the FIB reporting. Yeah. So there's a couple of cool grey ones. There's a light one and a dark one. There's a warm grey. There's a light one and a dark one of that as well. I think there's a brown grey as well. So, you know, there's you've got loads of colours to choose from, so you can do all your metal and your steel. It's good. Yeah. So yeah, these white acrylic markers, they were all right. They were good. Yeah, very, very pleased. Very, very pleased. It comes all well packaged and everything. Nothing was damaged. It was great. Oh, here we go. Look. Right, putting the propellers on now. Ooh, what's he doing? Ah, now this is the bit where it's clashing with those sandbags. So I cut the bottom or the top piece out, and then I make it slightly fainter, and then I put some smoke and explosions and things. You can see all bits of debris and stuff like, just to separate it slightly from the background. And there's the helicopter. So I copied him, and I did another one behind him, and then I did a blur, motion blur, so it looks like he's zooming. And he's firing his cannons. It did make me wonder though, is Seamus getting in the way of those cannons? And I was going to have him shout out, more ammo! But, Buddha. What's that from? Can anybody tell me what Buddha, what comic it's from? It's from a comic. Yeah. I used it whenever a big gun went off in it. Buddha. And here's me on the other side now, making... that's it. That's the end of the video. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm really grateful. And see you next time. Bye!